Knight of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the Page of Cups. You've got people in your life for February, and the Two of Wands, and your overall energy is the Eight of Cups. Well, just looking at that, you've got a really good mix. You've got 2 wands, a pentacle, a cup, and 2 cups. No major arcanas for you guys, Taurus. So you may have done some work already earlier in the year, but it seems as though February is a little more smooth or light-hearted. There are definitely people around you. All these 3 guys here, and they're men, so there's 3 men, and even he always, I think of him as a man, and even this one here. So I get male energy for you for February. Now, whether or not that could be your men listening, which is fine, or if you're a woman listening, these could be family members, siblings, or children, or friends, work-related people, or even possibly new relationship energies. Let's start with this guy, the Knight of Wands, at the very beginning of February. He's a fire sign energy, and he's often known as charging off. And you know, he's already facing backwards. It's as if he's not going to stay for long. He's got somewhere to go, something to do, rah, rah, rah. He doesn't settle down for long. If this is someone new who has walked into your life, he may not be around for long, but while he's there, you'll probably have great fun, activity, and enjoyment. If we looked at him from perspectives of health, money, career, he is health-wise, it feels as though you've got good energy, you know, buoyant and bouncy and on the run. So you could even be literally running or doing some sort of physical exercise. If you're not, might be a good time to do it. Job-wise, he's looking back that way, which makes me think that there's something connected to January. But maybe if any of you were applying for a job offer, something might be coming up. You might hear a little bit more now as February rolls in. You may have to go back and do something to reconnect with your employment one way or another, even your current employment. You might have to reconfigure something that you were working on one way or another. Finances, things could be quick and swift and sharp, moving all over the place. So don't spend too much. Keep some aside for bills. You might get unexpected payments even coming in. And interesting, because right next door we have the King of Pentacles, and he is much more grounded and often considered an entrepreneur, a businessman who owns his own business. He can be very good about giving financial advice. If any of you are seeking financial advice, you may find someone like him who gives it to you. He can be a bank, you know, like a bank manager, or a share or stock and bonds person that you're dealing with. He could be a family person, often an earth sign. So someone who would also be good to talk to. They listen. They're quite knowledgeable. They're calm. Health-wise, he is quite healthy as well. There's a more, as I say, solid and grounded feel to him for the month. So he slows down. That second week feels more slow and solid and planned. I think you slow down a bit like yourselves, you know, that whole earth energy. You slow down. You seem to start February with a right old rip-roaring ba-boom, and then you calm down a little bit, which is all fine. He's good for money, good for investing too around about this time. Health, everything, he's fine. It's funny, when you get a lot of court cards in a reading, they don't give great long readings because they don't have the same in-depth inference behind each card. They're more about personalities and people coming in, or people just being in your life for that month. So that's what I tended to say straight from the beginning. It just feels as though this month is about either other people on your mind or who play a role in your life. And these two here are younger, so they could be children or siblings or friends. But definitely this guy here, the Page of Cups, he is often a new possibility of romance and love. So for any of you out there looking for that, he could pop along in this sort of mid-February area or time. He is offering something, and it is often a warm, benevolent gift of gentleness and sometimes romance. So if you're looking for romance, keep your eyes open for this type of person, and he can be a water sign energy, and it would seem to me that he is probably a bit younger. So for any of you who are slightly older listening to the reading, someone younger could come into your life who you're very attracted to one way or another, and you could just get on, and it could be a really neat relationship. So don't say no to things if you just think, oh, I couldn't possibly do that because of an age gap. There's a lot of youthfulness in this reading, and it might even be that you know this person already and that you're just supporting them on their journey or their quest, or they might come to you with their love issues or with their heart issues, because it's very much about emotional connections. The fourth week we see this guy over here, the Two of Wands, and I often think this can be in consideration of your career or where you're going in life. And he is at the end looking back a little bit, so there is some contemplation at the end of February about what you might have done for the month, or what you didn't do, or what didn't happen, or what you wanted to have happen. He sometimes forgets about parts of his life because he's holding this rod, but there's another one over here. So sometimes it's the message about partnerships and alliances that we are unbalanced and we're not taking everything into consideration, and we sometimes turn our back to part of our relationships. Whether this is your romantic relationship or just any friend or any career relationship, I think it tells us to remember to be balanced and to consider all perspectives and listen to other people's point of view and their knowledge as well. You know, sometimes other people have a great amount to input into our own lives, and we fail to see it when we've got our back turned to them. I often think of travel. Some of you may be travelling, and sometimes this is the contemplation of leaving behind where you live to seek a new job or your new future, which could even be university. You know, going to a new university somewhere or taking on new learnings. And we come to your final overall energy card and we see the Eight of Cups. And it's probably no coincidence that he's thinking, or you're thinking of potentially moving away somewhere here. And then we see him, he's moving away from things that he has perhaps spent a lot of time and energy feeling love towards. So sometimes when we move away from things, there is a degree of sadness, and we can sort of wonder, was it the best thing? And, you know, how can we move on without these people in our lives? And you take these first steps, step by step, without looking at the top of the hill and without looking too far away. Because when you just do it step by step by step, your new life is forming right in front of your eyes, just like the Merkaba. There's a degree of newness in your reading, and that's what the Merkaba seems to be saying. And definitely the clarity of the quartz crystal, because there's quite a lot of, we've got so much close-up interaction with these minds. It's as if thoughts are on your mind one way or another. So clarity might be really good for you to stop and think about in the month. Sometimes this can be moving away from relationships such as romance and feeling that it was unbalanced, that there wasn't enough give and take, and that sometimes you were the person doing all the work. We can also see the moon here and the sun. So there you are, Taurus. Quite just a grounded reading, and definitely other people are around you for the month. Let's do for you then a nice chakra energy card and see what other message would be here for you guys to just enlighten you with and support you with for the February reading. So let's have a look. This is for Taurus. Connection. We have already seen the connection card come out in a previous reading, and it is interesting. I said this was about other people in your reading, and there's no doubt that there's something in this month that's not just about yourself. So this is from the heart chakra, and there was a little bit of heart connection in your reading. So sit back and I'll read the words for you. You are a vital strand in the great web of life. Your thoughts, feelings and actions are essential to the whole, so connect. Like the interwoven blades of an infinite field of grass, like the braided roots of an ancient sacred tree, like the spiraled union of our own DNA and the linking waves of an everlasting sea, we are each connected to each other and to the greater web of life. In the big scheme of things we seem tiny and weightless, but our unique place in this universal chain is called for and essential. We are living bridges of connection. And the message is, this card is about connection with others. It is about feeling the oneness and interconnection of all life, opening your heart to love and to be loved. Amidst the pressures and pace of life, it is easy to become so focused on getting things done that we disconnect from the greater flow. It's as though there's a clear mountain stream running right beside us, but we choose to drink from a puddle instead. This card is an invitation to re-engage with the world around you and to honour your place in the interconnectedness of life. Realise your part in the chain of life. Feel the connection with the food you eat, the people you associate with, and the work that you engage in. Realise that all the people who cross your path during the day are each playing out their own lives, but in doing this, they are playing a part in your world also. This card also encourages you to engage in relationships openly and deeply. Honour your role and play your part in building a strong connection with your partner or those you are most intimate with. There is a difference between being physically present and genuinely connected. It is time to make a conscious effort to open yourself to deeper levels of engagement and connection in your relationships. From this type of connection we are able to make mistakes, show our true selves and express our fears without judgment. From this type of connection we can feel unconditional love. We support each other and have the opportunity to truly expand awareness of ourselves and awareness of another human being. It is through this genuine connection in the ordinary moments that we open ourselves to the extraordinary possibilities. We all share this planet. We are all connected to one another and are all loved. Ponder on the thought of universal oneness. Feel part of this interconnected consciousness. Honour your link in the chain and connect. So there you are, Taurians. That's a wonderful way to end your message for the month. And I hope you all feel great connection with all of these people in your life this month. Indeed, there were lots of people in the reading, and we see lots and lots of people here with this connectedness.